full of aggressive buyers, right? Without even reading the numbers. But if we read some of the numbers, we see 0 for 30, 4 for 27, 8 for 35, 4 for 27, 14 for 37, and the list goes on and on, right? 11 for 44, a 4x difference, right? A 4x difference between the aggressive buyers and the aggressive side and the aggressive sellers. So it's showing you that upon this rejection over here, there's more market participants hitting the ask. Buyers are aggressive. Now, when you look at this, right, you're seeing a lot of, this is what's super interesting. If you just take a look at this rejection candle over here, right, every candle moves for a reason, and so you want to understand what was going on. So let's kind of dive in, and I am going to break this down in terms of this rejection over here. This rejection candle, I'm going to label it in blue. So you want to understand essentially what was going on inside of this candle over here. So the ATAS platform gives you enough kind of indication to do that. So this was the rejection candle that actually broke below the zone, and then we saw a second break below this candle. So what was going on is you saw a lot of these aggressive buyers get rejected for the second time before the market moved lower. All right, so you see here 11 for 53. What does that actually mean, right? What am I looking for live in the markets? So 11 for 53, what that means is that there's 53 market participants hitting the ask, which is the right number. They are going in with market orders and they're trying to drive price up. Aggressive buyers try to drive price up, but they fail. That's about almost a 5x difference, right? 4.8, a 5x difference. So these aggressive buyers have caused price to break below the level. So these aggressive buyers are not being rewarded. This shows you that there's an absorption of buyers, and it shows you, more importantly, that there's limit orders, passive sell limit orders. And so this shows you over here that there's limit orders, right? Limit orders, right? And these are passive orders, right? These are passive sellers. Limit orders, passive sell limit orders. And so when we go back here to the candlestick charts, we see 1, 2, 3 rejection candles. A rejection comes when you see passive, in this case sellers, stepping in, absorbing the buyers. The buyers have been absorbed, they have been exhausted as price breaks below. And so the way I would enter this is, there's lots of different ways, but really once you've seen the aggressive